Hello people of YouTube, you're mounted to my chest again and welcome to a lake that I do not know the name of. That there is my Honda CRF 250L. It is October the 30th and today is my last day of riding. So I figured I would take you along for the ride because, you know, sentimental occasion. Start that. And slowly turn it around. When I say my last day of riding, of course I mean the last day of the season. Not my last day ever of riding. Close that. And off we troll. So I wrote down here, this is just a car that's expecting. Cute. It's always nice when people wave to you or wave back at you. Kind of pleasant, because I know that there's this sort of, I don't know if most people feel like this, but I know that motorcyclists in general are not held in very high regard by people who do not do motorcycling. So whenever someone is friendly enough to wave back at me as a motorcyclist, that kind of feels, you know, pleasant, because I know that me as a species is not the most beloved person on the road. So, you know, share the love, receive love back. It's just great. Anyway, yes, so it's October the 30th. The road I wrote down is going east of Jonsvatn, and unfortunately I do not remember the, back on tarmac, the rest of this is tarmac, the name of this place right now. Doesn't really matter. It's a little 8-kilometer stretch from Jonsvatn to another lake. And it's fucking gorgeous. And part of the reason that I wanted to show off this road is because I want to show it to Frank. Because Frank was here on his motorcycle last month, right? Or 2 months ago at this point, I guess. And we did a bit of riding and we saw some cool places. But we didn't go down this road, which is a bummer because it's just gorgeous and it's so good for motorcycling. And it's better for my motorcycle specifically than it is for Frank's, because Frank's is more sort of highway ready and it's faster and heavier and it's better for long sweeping corners and not this sort of short, slow stuff. Not to mention that the road surface here is absolutely appalling. And I'm at a serious advantage with my long suspension and my big front wheel. But that doesn't matter, it would have still been lovely to go here, because it's just stunning. And that little town we were just in is the only thing at the end of this road, so there's no one who rides here or drives here, except for some cyclists, and yours truly. And of course a lot of deer. Last time I was here, it's in the middle of the day now, but last time I was here I rode in the evening, before the sun started setting as early as it does now. And I saw, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 deer. It was insane. I've never seen so many in one place. Be careful. There we go. And I'm so lucky that today is the last day of the season for riding. Of course, I'm not so lucky that there is a season and that I have to put the bike away, but as far as the last days of the season go, it's fucking gorgeous. The weather is amazing right now. And yeah, I meant to do this yesterday because today, this afternoon, I actually need to prep my bike and fuel it up and get it washed and put some WD-40 on all the exposed metal bits so that they don't start rusting over while it's in storage, because I'm going to put my bike in storage this evening and then I'm only going to get it out of storage probably April, maybe late March, but probably April if I'm being realistic. And yeah, so I meant to do this yesterday so that I'd have all day today to prep, but too low a gear. But yesterday it was stormy. I gave Saga a walk in the morning, and I stepped out the door and I was like, oh no, my last day of riding has been stolen away from me, because a bit of wind is fine, but actual storm is miserable. If you've ever driven a big van, a big empty van on a road with side wind, you know how miserable that is. Subtract 2 wheels from that equation, add a sail. In my case, I added this windscreen to get wind off my chest, but also it does catch wind when there's a lot of it and comes from the side. So got a sail and I get just pushed in all sorts of directions, which is really horrible. So I was really scared that my last day of riding was about to be taken away from me. Hello, what are you doing, my friend? Old guy with a ladder. Alright. Fun times. But then I woke up this morning and the weather was just stunning. So I was really, really relieved. And I meant to go riding a bit longer yesterday, but you know, I'll take what I could get. So I'm super happy that I can be out here, enjoy this little road one last time. And after I'm done with this little road, which we are not far from the end of, I am gonna ride into the city and go to a gas station where they have one of those garage boxes places with a high pressure hose. I'll give my motorcycle a big hose down, ride it home, do some last prep work, and then that's it for the riding season for this year. Which is a bummer, but you know, it's a bit of a, I don't want to say paradox, it's not a paradox, that doesn't make any sense, but it's a bit of a, Norway is a bit of a tease in that way, because it's got the best roads, well, I want to say the best roads of Europe, but that's probably not true, but it's got very, very good roads, especially for a Dutchman like me, where in my home country everything is flat and straight. Norway has the best roads, but it also has a very, very abrupt and distinct seasonality. So we've already had our first night frost here, and like I said, the sun sets very early now, so it's not really nice to even commute on the bike anymore, because I'll be riding to work in the dark and back from work in the dark. I think it's getting cold. It's been very rainy throughout, well, I was gonna say autumn, but it's been the whole year that it's been very rainy, so that's not really that doesn't really matter. I've actually learned while riding this last sort of 4 months since I've had this bike, 4 or 5 months, but I don't mind riding in a little bit of rain. It's more that wind is much more horrible than a bit of rain is. So, and I can see Jonsvatn. You might be able to also see Jonsvatn just through the trees. Nice. To our left here, we've just got to descend this little mountain. I'd hardly call it a mountain, honestly. Descend this last little hill, and then you might see it through the trees there. To the water. Don't overdo it. Don't want to wash out now. And I don't know this road that well, so I don't really know how fast I can take these corners. So take it slow, little hairpin. There we are. It's amusing. I like this hobby. And I guess the nature of this hobby in Norway means that I've got some time for other shit during winter. Hey look, it's a field, it's not forest. Anyway. are. That was absolutely delightful. Let's see, let's not get killed by anything or anyone while I cross the road here. And crawl across, park it up. There we are. Let us walk down to the water, say goodbye to the bike. I want to just show you this view. Open up the helmet while I'm at it. And there we go. From some random town and a random lake to Jonsvatn, the lake that I actually know. Right, that's it for the motorcycling this year, 2022. And I'll be back with it next year. In the meantime, enjoy the monthly reviews that are coming up. Thank you very much for watching. I'm waving at my chest. Don't forget to push one of the positive buttons down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Ridiculous.